Hello, and this is Mr. B. Now, this has got absolutely nothing to do with temples, and I assure you there will be no ancient erections of any sort. But I was driving home from temple hunting far away in Baton Bong, and I have spotted something I just have to tell you about. It's Begonia World. Oh yes, there is a place in Asia that for just $1 you can see all the begonias you could ever imagine, purely because the whole place is dedicated solely to begonias. They've got them on the wall, they've got them in arches, they've just got them everywhere. So why don't you join me as we romp round the wonder that is Begonia World. Maybe you fancy walking through a begonia tunnel. Well, here at Begonia World, we've got one of those. A tunnel of begonias. Maybe your thing is standing next to a cascade of begonias. You're right, Begonia World also has one of those. Or, just maybe, your thing is a leisurely stroll, as this child here is enjoying, along the mighty wall of begonias. Or just maybe, like these people here in the background, you'd like to relax a bit in the hall of begonias, where kids can run free and everyone has a jolly time. There is even the Swiss chalet look, which of course is resplendent with, that's right, it begins with B, why not join me, begonias. And over my shoulder we have a particularly fine feature. It reminds me very much of Niagara Falls. Yes, I've been there as well. Fantastic place. But I've got to fess up because it does nothing compared to the multiple cascades of begonias. And after a long afternoon at Begonia World, what could be better? You need to relax a bit, kick back. There's a lot of begonias going on, and that could confuse the mind. So why not step to the bar? After a long stroll round, what could be better and more refreshing than going to the Begonia bar, where they have an absolutely fine selection of grape juice or, bizarrely, whiskey. So you and your chums can kick back and chat about the history of the begonia and how there's now 1,800 recognized species. There's a lot more in Begonia World than you could ever imagine. But whilst in the bar, there's something else you can do. That other thing you can do whilst here at Begonia World is sup your drink at that bar, which is just off the lens behind you. And whilst you sit there, you can look at this unbelievable sci-fi experience of looking at the young begonias. Yes, this is the heart of it all. This is the genesis. This is where it all begins, you see. And it does remind me of being in some sort of, I don't know, movie called Alien Begonias Are Coming to Get Ya. Because look at them. They've taken over. And it doesn't it look like something unbelievably surreal? Now, you tell me, how the hell would you spend $1 and have more fun than you could at Begonia World? Because I'm telling you straight, it's worth the airfare. If you're in America, London, wherever, yeah, okay, it's about 12 hours by plane. But my goodness, it's worth it. Because Begonia World is the new Disneyland. But with more begonias and less cartoony characters. When I say a lot, I mean a lot more begonias. I mean a mind-bending amount of begonias. An unfeasibly huge number of begonias. They're just everywhere. Right, so we don't really need to take just my view of Begonia World. I've captured one of the avid fans. So may I ask you, madam, what's your name, please?
My name is Skunti.
Skunti? And
Yeah.
could you speak up? It's Skunti. Now tell me, Skunti, how good is Begonia World? Do you like it?
Yes, I love here very much. Yes, it's nice everywhere, all the flower and colorful as well.
Oh, there you go. So you give it 10 out of 10. Very, very good.
Yes, very good here.
There we go. That's good. A satisfied customer here at Begonia.
Begonia.
Yeah, begonias are the flowers that are around you. You see,
Yes.
that's what they all are. They're all begonias. Every single one is a begonia, you see. Hence the name, Begonia World. So, if we go for I love Begonia World.
I love Begonia world. It sounds not good, right?
No, I thought it was perfect. Do you want to do it again?
I never see the word that word. Begonia.
Begonia.
B-A-G-O-N-I-A.
Yeah, begonias. That's what the flowers are. They're begonias, you see. That's what. So, do you want to go again? Yeah, I love Begonia World. Okay.
You can count.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
I love Begonia flower. Not flower, right?
World flower. Just begonias. Just I love begonias. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go with that?
I love Begonia.
Good man. Thank you. Now, as I'm sure you know, begonias are an aphrodisiac, and it was the ancient Greeks that discovered this. And what is not more commonly known is that the begonias are in fact the main ingredients in the modern day Viagra. And what I've just discovered here at Begonia World is really rather shocking, because behind these very windows here is a secret lab. Now, in this lab, the local guide informs me, is where they aim to release the full potency of the begonia. Now, we know from the Greeks that it is an aphrodisiac, and on its own, it's exceedingly potent. But here at Begonia World, they aim to take that a lot further. The outcome could be disastrous for mankind, because we could all end up like the Yarawak toad. Now, that toad that lives in deepest Uganda has sex to such a frenzy it dies within approximately 3.4 seconds. We could be the next Yarawak toad if these people in here succeed in their mission. I have, in fact, just been interrupted by the head of Begonia World here, and she overheard what I was speaking of about the secret mission, and she assures me that there is no such thing. And in fact, in her own words, and if I may quote her, these are in fact her security guards. I'm now being followed by security here at Begonia World. They have their own security. It's very much built on the same sort of theme as those in North Korea that protect Kim Jong-un, but she has informed me and categorically stated that what I'm talking is complete bollocks. So, what have we learnt on our brief visit to Begonia World? Well, one thing we've learnt is the pots are placed at exactly head height. That's why that one's swinging. I've just walked into it, so I can walk away with a begonia headache. But what is most surprising, I suppose, about Begonia World is the fact they don't sell begonias. Yes, you can frolic and, with gleeful abandonment, hang out with all the begonias. But woe betide you if you want to take one home. What I could also say is this, without doubt, is the best $1 I've ever spent, and that is $1 USD, an American dollar, to enter. And it's a shame it's not round the corner from my house, because it is quite simply insane. It's the sort of thing I would expect in North Korea, but they would do it really badly. Here, it is a temple to the big B, and that B is Begonia, and my goodness, it makes me smile. And it's all for $1. It is quite simply nuts.